Good afternoon, fellow scramblologists. We're getting out at the shop in the city here. Yeah, they're getting rid of all that stuff. Throwing that. We were in the other night. The truck's got a brakes put on it. Next stop is to get the brake parts uptown for it. We'll pull in the garage. We'll get that done tomorrow or next day. And we got a lot done over the last couple of days since we last spoke. Still gonna move all this stuff back tonight so we get the truck in here. We got the tables are all, workbenches are all framed up. Good and solid. We just got the sorting table to do now. So last night we did this one, night before we did the first one. Gotta bring the zing in. What do you call it? The these work. Yes, they will. Perfect. Yeah, you notice I just pushed the door open. It's locked because the frost heaved the door. So we gotta put this on tonight when we come back in so we can lock it up with a padlock. Okay, we're running out of these screws here, so I had to go pick up some more to finish putting the other piece together down there. All right. Wood screws. Gotta get a garbage can here. So I'm thinking I should be able to move the workbenches up to here. I'm gonna pull the truck in tonight, but I think the truck will fit in here no problem. So I bring the workbench to about here, give myself a couple of feet of room around it. And all this stuff has to be moved to the back, well, they're back. The little guy who was in here last night helped me with the table, workbench, but he's been pretty sick, so he wasn't much help. I tried to move the stuff back, but he just didn't have the strength to do it. He's 2 weeks from the flu he's fighting. So I moved this stuff back, put that stuff against the wall. So we take that out, those two filing cabinets. So I think we are going to move that down to that in there. Use that to put the microwave on and to store tools in. We're gonna move that deep freeze down to the end and put the bar fridge on it. It'll be a nice height to work with. So move those two things down there tonight probably. Get them out of the way, or at least move down here. This stuff here has to be moved up a bit so we can get it out of here. I want to try to get rid of all this stuff here before we start bringing more stuff in later the week or first of next week. Get this stuff processed and out so I can put my deep freeze along here in storage barrels and start getting things all straightened out here. She's a slow process. What's in this beast? No idea what's in this beast. By the looks of it, not much. So that's probably just going on the shred. Looks like that's been stripped out already, so. That's aluminum. Yeah, maybe we'll check that out. See what's in it. Here's microwave to tear down. Empty cable. And those top lights there and all the wiring, we have to take that out. So that's already been unhooked. So we got to strip those upper lights off the wall and all the wiring from strip that down. I'm gonna look around for some swing out lights. I say this move down a bit, lighten up a lot more. So I'd like to move this down to at least there to get in that cabinet. And that should give us enough room down here. Let's just eyeball it a little bit. There's enough room there for the cabinet. So we're going to have to come up another just a guesstimate, yeah. So we only have to come up this far as this sink here. So that's gonna leave us a lot of room we can truck in and stuff. Yeah, so that's good. So we can put our lunch area down there, put this stuff up against the wall, this up against the sorting table, and that in the corner. The deep freeze in the corner. That'll give us enough room for a seating area down there still. So yeah, it'll work. It's coming together. Now good water turn the heat on because we're leaving. So that's do a quick update. So we got some progress done. So we got to bring the grinder in. That's the word I was looking for. Cut these off because I put one upside down, 2x6s upside down, put some screws through the hole and flip them over. And then we put the screws in. I could put another couple of screws in here. But yeah, every so far down, we put 2 screws in all the way down, up the sides and the ends. So as I was saying about them fitting together nicely, because they'll fit together nicely. So there'll be hardly any seam there at all. But yeah, there's a lot of work tail. I got it back that far so we can put several tools back there out of the way a bit. It also gives me an idea. I could probably set 5-gallon buckets right along the wall on top of workbenches here for copper and whatnot, and just chuck them in, and when they're full, just pull them out and dump them where they belong. So yeah, there, that works out even better. So we'll get a bunch of 5-gallon buckets, just run them along the end, right along the end there. And so they'll be great to hear, so there's no problem dropping stuff in them all the way along. Your dirt brass, clean brass, number 1, 2 copper, copper pipes, insulated copper, clean aluminum, dirty aluminum, extruded, all that nice stuff, dirty extruded. Have a container on there for all of them. You just throw them in when they're full, dumping them in behind where they belong. So, that's your milk crate. That's not what I'm looking for. To test our theory out here, we got a bucket right here. There's your bucket. Throw stuff right in it. Yeah, no problem. So that's gonna work out. So that's yeah, that didn't work out at all, did it? I'll give you a quick little update. We got both workbenches done. You gotta bring in 2 more barrels tonight and moving down. Probably won't decide to put on that. I'm not worried about that right now, but I will put the probably going to mount the vise either here or here on one of these 2, right in the middle. So that way both stages can use the same vise. And bring our tools out. A lot of our tools are going to be sitting right along in front of the, right along here's a lot of tools are going to be sitting down along here. They're most commonly used for this area, or most commonly used for that area with the buckets behind them. That'll still give us that much of a work area. If not more in spots where we've got nothing behind it. So yeah, it's coming along, guys and girls. We should be working out of here probably the next 2 or 3 days. Get those brakes fixed on the truck and we're all good to go. Speaking of which, I gotta get going and get the parts before they get. It's only 3 o'clock, but I want to get home today and have a nice supper at home. We're having a cheeseburger poutine. Yes, homemade cheeseburger poutine with homemade fries. Gotta love living in the country. See, I'm looking, a lot of the stuff we just thrown right on. I might back the truck in tonight and throw a lot of stuff on the back of it. Usually the truck inside tonight. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll just load up the truck. That was not on the floor. All right, guys. I appreciate you riding along today. And they gave us this, yeah, dishwasher to dismantle. But this is the yard out back of the shop. A lot of businesses in here. We're at the far end of it. The highway is, you see the trucks going along, just below that mountain there. You see the bus go, the school bus going. That's the highway there. It goes through the main highway. So we got access to and from the highway, which is nice, but the way we're going, you can only turn left at the end of the road here, and you can't get off it going westbound. You have to go up the next overpass, turn around and come back and come in this way. Because you only exit on this side or enter going this way because there's no crossway on the highway. But Rossi Avenue is that green building, not that green building here, but the green building down and back there. That's on Rossi Avenue. On the other side, that's Rossi Avenue, the busiest street in the city. So that's where we're going to be leaving. If there's no train coming through. When trains come through, it's a pain in the backside. We'll just drive out of here for a minute. Take a little drive out of the shop. There we go. Still haven't got the yeehaw. Turn that radio off. Put my seatbelt on before there's somebody crazy like myself. All right. So we're on our way to get the auto parts uptown. We're in east side of St. John right now. Weaving through the potholes. Hey, you know, when somebody's drinking in St. John, they're driving straight. Not even bothering to miss the potholes. So this is how we got to get out. Now, if I was going home, I'd go the other way, hit the highway and cut off and go the old way, but here's Stresscon Limited, concrete company here in St. John. Goes up the whole side of that street, all the way to the highway. So we're in an industrial area here, so we can work all hours of the night without disturbing anybody. There's no noise bylaw here, because this is an industrial area. So I could be out there at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, outside in the yard with a grinder going, and there's nobody around to bother to complain or anything. There's no housing within a half mile of the area. So with all the train noise and the road noise, they would never hear. You about a quarter mile back that way where I'm at, you would never hear any of the electric tools up here. We're heading for big town St. John. So that's the office there, the shop we just pulled out of. And here's our Tim Hortons, right beside it almost. Could have picked a better spot. So I'm hoping you guys can see a bit of this, because I really can't tell when I'm filming, obviously. So we're doing 20 over the speed limit. I think we better slow down a bit. Yeah, so this is Rossley Avenue, St. John, New Brunswick. That's where a lot of the, obviously, car dealerships and stuff are. It's mostly industrial, the whole strip. I don't think there's more this end of it from all the way down past where my office roadway is. There's no residence anywhere on this road. It's all commercial. Once you go by the last set of lights at what they call McAllister Drive, it takes you to shopping malls. Then you get into a couple of residential apartment buildings, but that's it. The rest is all schools and businesses like this. So I'm doing 20 over, and I'm being passed. It's not even a cab driver. What's up with that stuff? Anybody like molasses? You like molasses? Well, there's Crosby molasses in here. This is where they make your molasses. This is one of the first buildings in St. John, one of the first businesses back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, believe it or not. This whole area right now that we're on is Rossley Avenue, as I told you. However, back in the day, there's nothing on here. This was a driveway going to Crosby Molasses. And we have construction ahead. Yeehaw! I knew that was there. Now this overpass was just put in here about 10 years ago. Get away from all that traffic, get in my lane. Ha 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 ha. Bye, people. What happens if you drive cab for 30 years? Plus to the city. You know how to get around quickly and safely. So yeah, this here is Marshall Creek along there. So we're driving on Rossley Avenue, as I keep saying. But this still used to be the driveway for Crosby Molasses back there. And this is our Chev dealership. And of course, that's our Atlantic Superstore. We're waiting for the uptown of St. John right now. Where I'm going is just over that way. You see the big brown building up there? I'm going just to the right of that, left of that is where the auto parts store is that I deal with, SureFit. They treat me pretty good. I've been dealing with it for many, many years. So this was quite the driveway, wasn't it? And this is all swamp. This was all swampland. All of Rossley Avenue is built on a swamp. So yeah, it's fun when they get storm surges there at high tide. This whole area will flood. That overpass up ahead here, there will be almost 2 feet of water underneath of it coming up through the storm drains. Because right now we're below sea level, or right at sea level. So you get any kind of storm surge, it's got to go somewhere. It comes back up the lines and right up through the streets. There we go. Green light. Let's go. Yeehaw! Good luck, everybody else. My go. So this is Haymarket Square we're coming up to underneath the overpass here. So from here out was Crosby Molasses driveway back in the late 1700s, early 1800s. This whole area here used to be called, it used to be a market, and it's called Haymarket Square. And the Great Fire of the 1700s in St. John that burnt most of the upper town area down here started right here. There used to be trolley carts and everything else in the city. They're long gone, part of history now. So this is where the Great Fire of St. John happened in the 1700s. It's right here's where it started, and it burnt through the whole south end of the city here, the whole southern peninsula. It burnt everything to the ground. Alrighty, I'm where I'm supposed to be, so I'll let you all go. And I hope you enjoyed a little ride around town here. And we'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take care, have a great evening, and God bless.